Life has a way of challenging every fiber of your being. It doesn't care about your plans, your comfort, or your excuses. It's ruthless, relentless, and impartial. The only way to rise above it is to embrace the grind. Stop looking for shortcuts. Stop hoping for an easy path, because the easy path is a lie, a mirage that promises comfort but delivers mediocrity. You weren't made for mediocrity. You weren't made to coast through life, taking the path of least resistance. You were made to break barriers, to redefine what's possible, and to conquer your limits. The grind is where you forge yourself. It's where you take everything life throws at you and transform it into fuel. Pain, setbacks, and failures, they're not obstacles, they're opportunities. Opportunities to prove to yourself that you're stronger than your circumstances. When you feel the weight of the world bearing down on you, when your body is screaming for rest and your mind is begging for relief, that's the moment you must dig deeper. That's the moment you find out what you're truly made of. It's not about talent or luck, it's about grit. It's about waking up every single day and doing the work. Not because it's easy, not because it's fun, but because it's necessary. You got to condition your mind to seek out discomfort, to thrive in adversity. Every day is a chance to get stronger, to get tougher, to get better. But only if you're willing to step into the fire. Only if you're willing to embrace the grind. Only if you're willing to embrace the grind. Most people want results without sacrifice. They want success without struggle, but that's not how it works. You don't grow by avoiding pain. You grow by enduring it. You grow by pushing yourself to the edge, by doing what others won't, by staying in the fight long after the average person would have quit. That's where the magic happens. That's where you separate yourself from the crowd. When you're grinding, it's not going to be glamorous. No one's going to clap for you when you're alone in the gym at 4 a.m. No one's going to cheer when you're studying late at night while everyone else is out partying. The grind is lonely. It's brutal. But it's also the purest form of self-respect. It's the ultimate act of discipline. Because in those moments of solitude when no one is watching, that's when you prove to yourself who you really are. Discomfort is your ally. It's the signal that you're on the right path. When your muscles ache, when your lungs burn, when your mind tells you to stop, that's when you lean in. That's when you push harder. Because every rep, every step, every minute of effort is making you stronger. It's building resilience. It's fortifying your spirit. And when the world tries to break you, when life throws its hardest punches, you'll stand tall. Not because it's easy, but because you've been forged in the fire. You've embraced the grind. Not impressive. Don't let fear control you. Fear of failure, fear of pain, fear of the unknown, they're all illusions designed to keep you in your comfort zone. But comfort is the enemy of progress. Comfort is where dreams go to die. If you want to achieve greatness, you've got to step out of the shadows of fear and into the arena of courage. You got to be willing to risk it all, to face your fears head on, to do the things that scare you, because that's where growth lives. That's where you unlock your true potential. Every single day is a battle against your own doubts, against your own limitations, against the voice in your head that tells you to quit. And every day you have a choice. You can choose to give in, to take the easy way out, to settle for less, or you can choose to fight. You can choose to push through the pain, to silence the excuses, to stay hard, to fight for failure. And every day you have a choice. You can choose to push through the pain, to silence the excuses, to stay hard. Staying hard is not about physical toughness. It's about mental toughness. It's about having the fortitude to keep going when everything in you wants to stop. It's about refusing to let circumstances dictate your actions. It's about controlling your mind instead of letting it control you. When you stay hard, You become unstoppable. You become the kind of person who doesn't back down, who doesn't break under pressure, who doesn't settle for anything less than excellence. Your mind is your greatest weapon, but it's also your greatest enemy. It will try to convince you that you've done enough, that you've earned a break, that it's okay to quit. Don't listen. Your mind doesn't want you to grow. It wants you to stay comfortable, to stay safe, to stay small. You've got to override that voice. You've got to train your mind to be your ally, not your adversary. You do that by consistently pushing yourself beyond your limits, by proving to yourself day after day that you're capable of more. Staying hard means embracing the suck. It means finding strength in the struggle. It means turning pain into power. Every time you endure discomfort, every time you push through adversity, you're building a reservoir of strength that you can draw on when life gets tough. And life will get tough. There will be moments when you feel like you can't go on, when the weight of the world feels unbearable, But if you've stayed hard, if you've embraced the grind, you'll find a way. You'll dig deep and keep moving forward. And what happened to us? Going to war? The faith movement? Don't compare yourself to others. Your journey is your own. The only competition you have is the person you were yesterday. Focus on being better today than you were yesterday. Focus on pushing yourself harder, on learning more, on growing stronger. That's how you win. That's how you stay hard. The grind doesn't end. There's no finish line. Because the moment you think you've arrived, the moment you think you've made it, that's the moment you start to decline. Greatness is a moving target. It's a lifelong pursuit. It's about constantly raising the bar, constantly challenging yourself, constantly striving for more. Staying hard is a mindset. It's a commitment to excellence, to resilience, to relentless effort. It's about showing up every day, no matter how you feel, no matter what's going on in your life, and putting in the work. It's about refusing to let excuses define you. It's about taking responsibility for your own growth, your own success, your own destiny. So embrace the grind, embrace the discomfort, embrace the pain, because it's all shaping you into the person you're meant to be. Stay hard and watch as you conquer not just your challenges, but yourself. That's where true greatness lies. What are your values? What are your true greatness? What you really proud of? What you always know? What you always knew? Discipline. That's the word that separates the average from the elite, the weak from the unbreakable. You want greatness? You want to rise above the noise, above the mediocrity that surrounds you? Then stop waiting for motivation. Stop looking for inspiration and start building unbreakable discipline. Because motivation is fleeting. It's that spark that shows up when the conditions are just right. But discipline is the fire that keeps burning no matter what. Discipline is what gets you out of bed when every muscle in your body screams for you to stay under the covers. Discipline is what pushes you to keep going when the world tries to pull you down. Discipline is what separates those who dream from those who... You got to understand something. Discipline doesn't care about how you feel. It doesn't care if you're tired, if you're sore, if you're broken. It doesn't care about your excuses. Discipline is ruthless, relentless, and unforgiving. And that's exactly why it works. It's not about how you feel in the moment. It's about what you've committed to long before the moment arrives. The world is full of people who are waiting for the perfect time, the perfect conditions, the perfect opportunity. But guess what? Perfect doesn't exist. The only thing that matters is whether you show up every single day, no matter what. When you're building unbreakable discipline, you've got to strip away all the noise. Stop listening to the excuses your mind feeds you. I'm too tired. It's too hard. I'll do it tomorrow. Shut that voice down. That voice is not your ally, it's your enemy. It's the voice that wants to keep you weak, to keep you comfortable, to keep you stuck. You've got to replace it with a new voice. A voice that says, get up. A voice that says, keep going. A voice that says, stay hard. So like Mike Lieb, the foundation of discipline is in your habits. You don't wake up one day with ironclad discipline. You built it, brick by brick, habit by habit, decision by decision. It starts with the little things. It's not just about the big flashy moments. It's about the mundane, the repetitive, the boring. It's about making your bed every morning, about showing up on time, about finishing what you start. Those small acts of discipline compound over time. They create momentum. And when the big challenges come, you're ready. You've already built the muscle. You've already proven to yourself that you can show up no matter what. But let's be clear, discipline isn't easy. It's not supposed to be. If it were easy, everyone would have it and everyone would succeed. Discipline is hard because it requires you to go against your nature. Your nature wants comfort, ease, and pleasure. Discipline demands sacrifice, effort, and pain. That's why most people avoid it. But that's also why discipline is the gateway to greatness. So that it's the thing that allows you to achieve what others can't. To go places others won't. To become someone others only dream of being. There will be days when you don't feel like doing it. Days when you're tired, when you're frustrated, when you're overwhelmed. Those are the days that matter the most. Because those are the days when discipline is forged. Anyone can show up when it's easy, when they're motivated, when the sun is shining and everything is going their way. But can you show up when it's hard? Can you show up when it's raining, when it's cold, when you're in pain? Can you show up when every part of you wants to quit? That's what it means to have unbreakable discipline. It's about being consistent, not just when it's convenient, but especially when it's inconvenient. But especially when it's inconvenient. You got to train your mind to love the struggle. Embrace the discomfort. Seek out the challenges. Because that's where growth happens. Growth doesn't come from doing what's easy. It comes from doing what's hard. It comes from pushing past your limits, from stepping into the fire, from enduring the pain. Every time you push through the discomfort, you're not just building discipline. You're building strength, resilience, and character. You're proving to yourself that you're capable of more than you ever imagined. And once you've proven that to yourself, no one can take it away from you. So discipline isn't just about action. It's about mindset. It's about the way you think, the way you approach challenges, the way you see the world. It's about refusing to be a victim, refusing to make excuses, refusing to settle. It's about taking full responsibility for your life, for your choices, for your outcomes. No one is coming to save you. No one is going to do the work for you. If you want something, you've got to go out and get it. And that requires discipline. It requires the ability to say no to distractions, to stay focused on your goals, to keep moving forward even when the path is steep and the destination is far away. You've got to be relentless. Discipline doesn't take days off. It doesn't sleep in. It doesn't skip workouts. It doesn't make excuses. Discipline is a 24/7 commitment. It's a way of life. It's about holding yourself to a higher standard, about refusing to accept mediocrity, about striving for excellence in everything you do. It's about setting goals that scare you, that challenge you, that force you to grow. And it's about doing whatever it takes to achieve them, no matter how hard, no matter how long, no matter how painful. When you commit to discipline, you're not just changing your actions, you're changing your identity. You're becoming the kind of person who does what needs to be done, no matter what. You're becoming someone who can be counted on, someone who is reliable, someone who is strong. You're becoming someone who doesn't just talk about greatness, but lives it every single day. And that's a powerful thing. You know what I mean? And so, if people didn't know you, because once you've built unbreakable discipline, there's nothing you can't achieve. There's no challenge you can't overcome, no goal you can't reach, no obstacle you can't conquer. But remember, discipline is a journey, not a destination. It's something you have to work on every single day. It's something you have to protect, to nurture, to fight for. There will be times when you slip, when you falter, when you fall short. That's okay. What matters is that you get back up, that you recommit, that you keep moving forward. Discipline isn't about being perfect. That's about being persistent. It's about refusing to give up no matter how hard it gets, no matter how many times you fail. Just take one more step. So if you want to stay hard, if you want to be unbreakable, if you want to achieve greatness, start with discipline. Make it your foundation, your guiding principle, your non-negotiable standard. Build it, strengthen it, and protect it with everything you've got. Because discipline is the key to unlocking your full potential, to achieving your wildest dreams, to becoming a person you were meant to be. There's no wonder so many people, it's not easy, but it's worth it. Stay hard.